And eventually when Saddam does lose, and eventually when Saddam does lose, and eventually when Saddam does lose,
Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Every time he has barbershop conversations, my son says that. But anyways, man, follow me on Instagram, Silent Heroes. Click the link in the description box. And you never know who's watching your videos, man. Why my phone ringing off the hook this morning? With Mexicans telling me the truth, who's on the inside of Golden Boy, spilling all the beans. So, um, I'll go back to Sadam Ali. Miguel Cotto was supposed to beat Sadam Ali, and this is not me talking. This is information I had. And they were going to bring Cotto back against Canelo, and the promotion was going to be wrapped around one more time, one more again, whatever the case may be, right? One last time, one more time. That was the promotion that they were going to run for Cotto Canelo, right? And fast forward to last night. Don't be surprised. I mean, anything can happen in 3 months, right? Money pays the bills. So if MGM rejects Mayinga, whatever the case may be, I'm disrespect the kid. He did nothing wrong. He's living his life. Jaime Munguia, right? And they're gonna bring him back for Canelo Munguia, real Mexican style. That's gonna be the push. Real Mexican style, real Mexican fight on Mexican Independence Day. Watch what I say. And it'll be something wrapped around that if they can get the site fees to pay for the fight. But we'll see. Obviously, Triple G is still in the running because that's a mega fight. Everyone's entitled to make a lot of money in that fight, even the promotion companies. Now, what I will say is this. Canelo could have sanctioned that fight in any other state in America, even though Nevada didn't sanction. Remember Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, when he was suspended for biting his ear off in Vegas? Evander Holyfield. Here comes my son. Go ahead and say it one last time. Okay, thank you. Now let me finish it. So, where am I at? Okay, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. They moved the fight to Memphis, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. They moved the fight to Memphis, and that's what Canelo and Triple G could have done. And I'm willing to believe the Triple G camp was willing and ready to do that because to keep the date, right? And obviously they want to keep everything warm, and that's why they chose Vanes, right? Now, fast forward to this. Think about this. Why didn't Canelo do that? He's fought in Texas already. They could have pushed the fight to Cowboy Stadium, found the date. I don't know if anything was happening in Cinco de Mayo or around the Texas area. Somewhere in Texas was an arena available on May 5th, right? Maybe the Sun Bowl, El Paso, Texas. That's right at the border of Mexico. Literally, the fence is right there from the stadium. So Juarez, Mexico. So maybe they could have done that, you know. But here's what I'm saying. They know exactly what they were doing. It is the saddest truth you guys ever want to hear. Sadam Ali was the sacrificial lamb in all of this. He was the pawn in all of this. He was the gift that wasn't supposed to give. He was the opponent that was supposed to lay down. He was the opponent that just wasn't worthy enough, but had enough name cachet where we can sell it to the public. That's who Sadam Ali was. And the masterminds behind Golden Boy, the masterminds who actually called me on the phone today and gave me the skinny on what the hell is going on. We just got to sit back and see. You know, obviously, Vegas wants Canelo to come back. That's why they only suspended him for 6 months, made it retro back to February, which entitles him to not entitles him, that would be the wrong choice of word, which gives him the opportunity to fight on Mexican Independence Day in Vegas, right? So, which in turn makes him entitled, right? Because he only got so. Anyways, fast forward. So now they have options. They got the Sullivan guy, and they have the Munguia guy now. I don't know if they want see the catch with this is, maybe you want Munguia to go on his own and build his own name because he's a fresh face. He looked exciting. You know, he looked like he can carry the Mexican flag a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? Real fresh face. Canelo's is mature in the game, and you may need someone to come behind him. And he's knocking people out. People don't know much about him, so he's like a fresh surprise. You understand? It's like waking up the day before your birthday and you got a birthday gift. You didn't expect it, right? Or you get a check in the mail from a lawsuit that you had no idea you was a part of, right? Those class action lawsuits, you get the mail, you got a $3,500 check. You know, it's happened to a few of y'all out there. So that's who Jaime Munguia was, and at the end of the day, he has to parlay that. And whether I don't know which road he wants to navigate, but the culprit in all of this was Golden Boy Promotions and Oscar De La Hoya and his team. And the sacrificial lamb was Sadam Ali. And it's disgusting. It's flat out wrong. It's what's not right about boxing. And yes, Sadam Ali should have pulled out of this fight. But when you got a monster like HBO with the engine behind you forcing you to take this fight, which they'll never admit to, but I'm willing to bet that they tugged at his coattail a little bit and say, you got to take this fight. You understand what I'm saying? And lo and behold, voila, we got quote unquote another Manny Pacquiao story, which they'll try and create. HBO, if they smart, they'll put his highlights next to Manny Pacquiao, next to the kid from Ohio. Oh man, the white kid who's very personable. He has a radio show, podcast. He beat Jermaine Taylor twice, I believe. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, the real blue collar worker story from Ohio. You know, put them in a knockout reel, and Jaime Munguia got next. That would be the genius move on their part. So, even Vernon Forrest put them all in the highlight. So you hit all demographics. You know what I mean? The Mexicans, the whites, and the blacks. You know, and people feel good about supporting Jaime Munguia. I just gave them a whole PR front, and they don't even know it. But anyways, Golden Boy's flat out disgusting. I'm excited to cover this Gary Russell Jojo Diaz fight. It's going to be fun. There's no question. I'm not afraid to ask. So if Oscar was at that fight, I'm sure Oscar wants to take a picture with the WBC president if he wins and jump in the ring, right? And he wants to stick it to PBC because you guys know how much he hates, not disdains, not dislikes, or doesn't want the competitive edge. He hates PBC. You understand? I'm preview the information that that may never get out, and I won't talk about it. But I just want you guys to know. But anyways, man, I just did this video to let you guys know what the hell was going on behind the scenes. Mexican guy calls me today and tells me the story, and it's a guy that knows Golden Boy pretty well, and he told me what the fuck. He saw my video last night, and he couldn't wait to call me. He says, I know it's Mother's Day, but I got to tell you this information. So anyways, there you have it. I'm not going to reveal my sources because I need more information. And as you guys know, I'm loyal to the brand. So barbershop conversations. Sadam Ali was a sacrificial lamb, and Golden Boy tried every which way. And so don't be surprised. Real Mexican style coming in September if they choose to go that route. If they believe in Munguia, but even if Munguia fights Canelo and loses, that's like fighting the Mexican Floyd Mayweather, right, per se, right? So if he loses there, he still can go on about his life and carry on a very productive career, right? If they navigate him well. So, you know, I have no ill will towards Jaime Munguia. Like, it's organically exciting to see a fresh face in boxing, right? Or in basketball, like the Philadelphia 76ers, how everyone was rooting for them, right? If you wasn't in Boston, you was rooting for the Philadelphia 76ers because it's just a fresh face, fresh story, new story. You know, they on the big stage, and you kind of want to root for them low key, you know. And I'm not supposed to like Philadelphia teams because I'm right up the expressway, so I'm right up to 95, and I'm not supposed to like them. So, I was born there, excuse me. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. When the Mexican drops the dime on Golden Boy. Ha ha ha. Barbershop conversation. I'm gone, man. Peace.